Welcome to AG's Ace. There are very serious questions being raised about India's win within 2 days at the Motera Stadium, or the Narendra Modi Stadium as it has been renamed, at Ahmedabad. And there are various issues behind it. There are various questions which seem valid, and the reactions are pouring in from all over the world. Will there be further changes made by the ICC where pitch conditions are concerned? Those are things that we would wait to see. But let's go into the match, post the match, what happened and where it stands. So, is it time for ICC to step in and ensure there are standards or parameters for pitch making? The way the ping ball test went in Ahmedabad with the game ending in just 2 days, it has raised a massive controversy over pitch conditions, whether we like it or not. Yes, the pitch was a major turner and it tested batting skill sets, but it was also very clear that survival was very difficult on the track. And as they say in cricket, the luck factor was very, very strong and paramount for anyone's survival. Not that any batsman played for too long. Now, home advantage is fine, but should the game be skewed to such an extent where home advantage means anything goes? These are questions being raised the world over, and it is time they were answered. Now, England's loss in the third test knocked them out of the race for the qualification in the final of the World Test Championship, which is scheduled to be played in June at Lord's. England won't be too happy about that. And while New Zealand have already qualified, one of India and Australia will join them for the titular clash. As of now, it does seem as if India would be there to play the final. Now, for India to seal a place in the final, the side needs to ensure a win or a draw in the final match of the series, which will also be played in Ahmedabad against England. Quick look at the stats. England skipper Joe Root, a very fine international batsman, he took 5 wickets for 8 runs. 5 wickets for 8 runs. Akshar Patel, with his bowling, took a total of 11 wickets in the match. Fantastic figures there. I'll run you through some reactions which we picked, which we thought were very interesting, and it gives an insight into what the big guns of cricket are thinking, the greats, and how they analyze the match. So Geoffrey Boycott, and to quote him, "There is nothing in the rules that says what type of pitch should be prepared. We had first choice of the surface and they were better than us. Simple." That's typical Boycott. He cuts to the chase, and he's also implying that the England batting never had the skill set to survive on a tricky and dangerous track, and they paid the price for it. Also, let's not forget that Joe Root opted to bat first and later said that if England had made 250, the result would have been different. Now, when you look back, yes, it would have been different. Anything above 200 would have been a winning total from England's side, but they barely reached 115, I think. VVS Lakshman is next. "It was not an ideal pitch for a test match, and even India collapsed to 145 in their first innings." He has gone on record to say that. Harbhajan Singh, one of the wiliest spinners of his time and one of the 4 members of the Indian 400 Test Wicket Club, also felt the same. "It is not an ideal pitch. India would also have been in trouble if England had scored 200 in their first innings. But if the pitch is the same for both sides, then quite a few things level off." The 40-year-old off spinner has made his point. Yuvraj Singh was also very critical of it, though he lauded the Indian bowlers for their excellent performance. But he says, "Finished in two days. Not sure if that's good for Test cricket. Anil Kumble and Harbhajan Singh, if they bowled on these kind of wickets, they would be sitting on 1,800, he tweeted. Former England skipper Michael Vaughan mocked the surface in a tweet, and he is mocking a lot of things of late. "If we are going to see these pitches, I have an answer to how it could work. Give the teams 3 innings." And by the way, Michael Vaughan, I think halfway through on the first day of the test match, had said it seems as if this will end within 2 days, and sure enough, it did. Kevin Peterson, KP, says to have a pitch like this for one match is fine, as batsman's skill is put to test, but I would not like to see a pitch like this again, and I think none of the other players want to see it either. Well done, India. Alistair Cook, one of the finest English batsmen in modern times, says, "India deserved the win. Obviously, they are better in these conditions, but it was a tough test match to watch. The pitch had such a big influence on that. That was so hard playing against spin today, and India lost 7 for 40 when the pressure was on. and England were all out for 80. That is incredibly hard to bat against. Now comes the interesting part. So he says, I was sitting here thinking, how would I have played against certain balls? What game plan? I can't work out a low-risk strategy that would have been successful unless you have a lot of luck. So Cookie says it all. Andrew Strauss says, look at Joe Root for a moment. We know he's a great player of spin. He is in great form as well. What did he get? 19. Might have been out 2 or 3 times en route for getting that score. And by the way, that's day 2 of a test match. To say the pitch has no fault to play, I totally agree with Cookie, he said. Graham Swan, the former off-spinner of England, a terrific bowler in his time, says you have to credit Akshar Patel for the way he has used the odd ball that straightens. Ashwin and Akshar was superb. He slammed the visitors for playing just one spinner in a test match in India where pitches are generally spin-friendly. So they had only Leach and Joe Root had to fill in, and boy did he fill in. Pragyan Ojha made a comment to Sports Today, and he says, definition of a test match is you have to be tested on any surface. It is not written that you will be tested on a seaming track and not on tracks which are assisting the spinners. Point taken. Virat Kohli, after the win, says, it felt like the ball was coming on nicely with the odd ball turning. It was just, I would say, below par batting from both teams. So he does admit that both sides were not good enough with their skill set when it came to batting. Rohit Sharma, when you are playing on a pitch like that, you need to have an intent and look to score runs as well. You just can't keep blocking because the odd ball will get you. Joe Root said, I think that this surface, it's a very challenging one. It's a very difficult one to play on. It is not for players to decide whether it is fit for purpose or not. That is for the ICC to decide. But he did make a point about the ball, the SG ball, where the seam was raised. And he said, he sort of alluded to the fact that it became even more difficult because of its heavy lacquer to read whether the ball would come on straight or turn. And that is where Akshar Patel was so brilliant. I have a few points to make, and they basically are that I believe the pitch does matter, and it is time the ICC looked into standards of pitch making. We had done a take a couple of maybe just 2 weeks ago where we said that you can't take the pitch out of the equation, no matter how people like Ravi Shastri can thunder and say that for us the pitch doesn't matter. It does matter. Difficult pitches test technique and skills, more so on spinning tracks. So on spinning tracks, the batsmen are tested for their technique and the skill. It's like Sunny Gavaskar said that on turning tracks, you need to move forward where the ball is being pitched, or you need to move backward to counter the turn, and you just can't stay stock still and keep praying to the Lord above. Bouncy tracks, they test your courage and reflexes, and may not be entirely on the kind of skill set you have, but that can you survive the short pitch bowling? Can you survive the barrage of short pitch bowling? Can you also counter the movement? So it does take reflexes, it does test your courage, but that's a different story. What is an ideal pitch? So this has been answered by a few, and they say that it is something which gives an even deal to both batters and bowlers. It sounds good on paper. It may not be possible all the time. In any case, this game has become more and more skewed for batters. So suddenly, if the bowlers are getting massive purchase, they are thrilled, and possibly they're saying to themselves, the batters deserved it. The batsmen are also getting exposed for their lack of technique and temperament in the longer format of the game. Too much of T20, too many ODIs, it's taking away from it all. Moving forward, I believe a serious review should be on the cards on pitch making. Yes, so far it has been that wherever a team goes to play, there is a certain home advantage, which could be in the form of the weather conditions. It could also be in the form of what kind of pitches are being doled out, and the ICC so far has no say. Maybe it's time that the ICC steps in to ensure that a match of this magnitude doesn't seem farcical. I'm not saying that this was, but there are too many questions are being raised on it, too many controversies, and an excellent India win has somehow got diluted. It shouldn't be. Thanks for watching.